Hey everybody, welcome one, welcome all. I hope you all are doing lovely this evening. Oh me, oh my, oh, how far are we into this? Here we go, okay. So, looking down on the place, it's actually really pretty from up here. This is my copper oxidizing tower. So, you know, I should probably actually combine that copper onto this, but oh well. I've been needing oxidized copper, so that'll help sort of satisfy that need. Oh, but at any rate, how are you all? Hey, Ani. Hey, Elmo. I hope Elmo's still here. He was here. Saying I was here too early about 2 hours ago. Which, yeah, he must have been. Oh, god damn it. Well, that'll wake you up. Took the fall a little too sharp. Oh, well. Okay. So, I also spent a bunch of time today making, although I wasn't able to name, it just suddenly occurred to me I need to put these in here. I wanted, something like that, to fix this, the suit up station. So I'm just gonna leave these here. I need to name these as well. These are the hazard suits, or not hazard suits, but the hazmat suits. So we got some yellow dyed leather with just regular level 1 or level 1 enchantments, I should say. So that'll give you projectile 1, blast 1, and protection 1. Then sometimes you get unbreaking, which isn't super useful. And then I've been thinking about maybe re-rolling the crappier ones that are not like projectile or protection. So if it comes back unbreaking, or if it comes back, I think one of these had, no, I guess not. One of these had feather falling though. But then again, feather falling is useful. So maybe I'll leave that alone. I don't know. But blast protection 1 is useless. Oh wow, this one got projectile protection too. Ooh, that's going to be good boots. They're going to be skeletons down in the game, so that's going to be an interesting way to combat that. Okay, so we got a decent amount of hazmat suit stuff. But I'm thinking I'm going to store these in here for the moment, because I want to retool how the hazmat dispenser works. And this is not anything, I mean, it's part of the game, but it's not like, oh, whoops. Oh, well. It's not something that I have yet created. So like, this is a brand new, you know, mechanism. Mostly I want, ideally, I don't want you to be able to get more than one suit, just for sake of ease. So I've been thinking of figuring out a way to prevent you from getting, until you hit the reset on the game, but then once you hit the reset, it stops, you know, it stops working. Or you can bypass this without having to get a suit. I've also thought about doing it that way. Just sort of change this to where it's covering up this block on the side, and then have the dispensers in the wall right here. And then back behind here, we have our wiring. Something along these lines. And here. I'm not 100% certain what it is, how I'm gonna like do this. I thought about having it like this originally, and then I just power it from a block underneath here. And then just have some sort of intermediary block right here. Oh, hey, Top Hat. Hey, Titan Boss. Welcome. Ah, shit. I almost had it. How you been, Top Hat? I saw your beard podcast. Only a little bit of it, but it's an interesting idea. Oh, god damn it. Let me in. Whatever. This is good enough. Ugh. 121 cannot come fast enough. I will totally overhaul all this redstone with the simple copper bulb. That should be dope. That shit would be dope. Okay. No, that's... There we go. Okay. So I was thinking of having the firing mechanism be on this far back wall. But I don't know. It's a bit iffy. How bad is everything? Hey, welcome, Pale Blue Zebra. Hey, oh, Fast Vincent's on. Wow, nice. 134 ping. Ouch. Why is my ping high? Like, is that just native because... Or natural because I'm streaming now? Like, yikes. I don't know. That shit's whack. Okay, so what I could do... Something like that. But then... Maybe I should just, instead of having it be something you pass over, it's something you interact with. You, hit a button, and that's what gives you your thing. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. We'll get some blackstone buttons. And then I'm gonna close this up because this doesn't need to be here anymore once the stuff is finished. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 6 mushroom stems, 4 blackstone buttons. So in the game, it's important to realize the distinction between a blackstone button and a gray regular stone button. Within the context of the game, and I start setting this trend in your mind the moment the game, or the moment you walk into the area, is basically what it is. And that is, the button type matters. A stone button is for show, a black stone button will do something. And so already from the get-go, I want to have that precedent be set. So instead of you walking over some pressure plates and getting your hazmat suit that way, I want to have it be voluntary. You can choose to go in without any hazmat suit or any of that. As a sort of like more difficult challenge of sorts, I guess. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and then that'll do that. And so you got to stand in front of this, and that's how you get your suit. I think that'll be good. Now, if only I could squeeze in some hoppers. I mean, I could behind there, but I can't behind here. That's the problem. No matter where I put hoppers, it's going to show. So, like, I don't have an easy way to hide that there is a way to feed in extra armor. I don't know. I think I can trust the people I'll be inviting here to only dispense themselves a singular piece of armor. Like, no one's going to be taking 2 boots, 2 helmets, etc., etc. At least that's the hope. So I went ahead and found a village nearby, and then I trained all the villagers as leather workers, and I just traded the hell out of them, which I've been doing that all day. And so I've been refining what they gave me, undying the leather, because they all sell wacky clown suit colored leather, and then re-dyeing it yellow, and then enchanting it with level 1 enchantments. And it turned out pretty good, honestly. It really did. Hey, Arthur, welcome. What is this? How did I lose 90 levels? Oh boy, well, this is how. Level 1 enchants a piece, 27 times 4. So, you know, that's more or less how. But I didn't rename any of these because I just enchanted them on the enchantment table. So I need more levels. One, so that's what, 27, 54, 50, that's 108. So I need 108 levels to be able to do all this again. And I'm not sure I want to do that quite yet. Okay, good. All this is, yeah. So this is the hazmat dispensers, basically. This is for the hazmat suits. Instead of like making it a, well, actually you wouldn't be able to make it a tripwire hook. There's not enough room. But instead of making it a, you step on the pressure plates, because that was kind of unreliable, especially with your ping sometimes shooting up really high. So I just figured it'd be better to have it be a button-based system like this. And so that's how you'll get your hazmat suit. And then I got a bunch of backup hazmat suits. I just need to name them. And I'll worry about doing that some other day. But yeah. Now, another thing, hey Ani, welcome back, that I wanted to do, another issue I wanted to solve ahead of time is back here. The reset mechanism. I like how the reset mechanism currently functions. When you hit the reset button, two things happen. These trapdoors are pulsed, so anybody who has stored a pearl here will have it unstored. Because this pearl these two pearl stasis chambers are purely for the game. I don't want you pearl loading here if you're not playing the game, basically. So one of the problems that I ran into in testing is that when we were resetting how the cards and the card organizer, the card logic organizer is going to be up in here when we're done building. And it was having trouble resetting. So I'm going to have to retool the reset mechanism for that. But also, I'm going to have to instigate a cooldown on resetting the game. So resetting and then restarting. Because when we had trouble with people dying, and then they would respawn here, and then they'd hit the reset button, and it would reset the game, but then they would immediately run into the starting area, and then start the game and run off into it again. And things weren't always totally resetting. And I kind of feared that would happen. So I want to instigate a cooldown for when you hit this button, it will pulse the pearls and open up this 3x3 door. But it will not immediately open up the door to the threshold over here. So I will keep the door to the threshold shut for 2 minutes after you hit the reset. So after that, then it opens and you're able to play the game again. Something like that. See how the massive dugout box? Oh, I know, Osiris. This only points toward good times. I can only hope. We've already gotten a decent amount of stuff built. I've got to go up to the next layer now and start building on this layer because life is mean. I don't know. Hey Bez, welcome. Came to the stream. Good to hear. Good to hear. So yes, there's a lot of like stuff. I had to move. You can't see him because he's out of render distance. I had to move Mr. Alpha Computer. He was a trident wielding, or he is a trident wielding drowned. And yeah, there's just a lot of junk here. Like, for example, already you can see the top of the confounding sewers. There are a lot of hoppers and dispensers that are going to be throwing poison potions up into the player's feet. That's a trap of sorts. There's a lot of soul sand coated junk here. The soul sand is meant to mess with you, basically. It's going to make your life tough. That's the whole point. Soul sand is not fun if you don't know how to swim properly through this area. And then there's just a bunch of other, like, the startings of a bunch of water-filled tubes and just junk like that. So yeah, it's going to be cool. I am building my game off stamp. I don't know if you're in stream chat or not. You didn't want to join yesterday, but yeah. It's going to be interesting to watch as a lot of these mechanisms sort of jump out and surprise you. It's going to be very cool, I promise. So yeah, so that's, oh, that's right. We have another drowned here. This guy's a part of the schematic. He doesn't technically exist, but that is a reminder that, Jack, you need to find another trident-wielding drowned to put into this pool. Because trident-wielding drowned are a lot of fun. Not for the person playing the game, but for the people watching the game, it's fun. So I need to go grab... actually, I need to think about how I want to implement this. So you hit this, that opens this, and cuts the signal off to this, as well as it cuts the signal off to here, and so it severs this circuit, which tells me what I think about the Fit Rusher Transmedian Sput book. I don't know anything about that, man. What would I think about it? I don't want to think about it. None of anything in that sentence sounds anywhere near like something I want to see PPC. Okay, fuck. Where would... How would a good reset mechanism work? It's really cute. I'll make them cuddle and kiss while they drink hot cocoa. Okay, that's nice. Again, I don't want any part of that. Okay, I need like a 2-minute countdown mechanism. So like a 2-minute delay. What would be a good way to engineer that up? Fuck. I don't know. I'll just put a sign up there for right now as a note to myself later. I'll look up something on YouTube and see if I can't find a really neat... Like, it's just a time delay. That's really all I need. I will put it in red with glow ink. Just so that I can remember, hey, this is a thing you need to do. There we go. Not high enough. Okay. Right here. I'll just put it right here. Okay. Add a 2-minute delay mechanism. Bam, bam. It's in red because it has not been fulfilled. And so this line here will just sort of, from this point forward, you will have a 2-minute delay before the signal continues onward. And so that's our cooldown to ensure that the system has reset before you try to play the game again. Because that's just a problem. Or it's going to be if I don't, do something about it. Okay. Pumpkin pie is the best non-golden food. Oh. Is it? I don't actually know that, Ani. I thought steak was the best non-gold food. What do I think of the very cute Rusher fanfic? I wasn't watching anything in chat. There are a lot of times where I will zone out and not pay any attention to the chat at all. Mostly because I'm in my own head or I'm AFKing something. So, like, I cannot reasonably pay attention sometimes. I'm just not capable. Yeah, I thought so. Blood Raven Rivers. Steak was supposed to be the best. Or so I was told. No telling if Mojang has changed that. No reason to assume they have, though. Okay, well, it's a good thing I dug up an entire shulker of soul soil and soul sand a year ago. Well, not a year ago, but sometime last year. This is just practicing writing. Gotta make a bank at home somehow. Well, if it works, if you can make a genuinely good story that is... And in my opinion, if you're gonna make a story, you should probably make an original story. Need any more materials off stamp? I will need Dragon's Breath. I've been advertising already for like the last 2 weeks or so. Anyone who has a shulker of Dragon's Breath, and that's about how much I'm gonna need. By all means, I will happily take a shulker of Dragon's Breath off your hands because I will need it for potions. But if you don't, if you don't have that, that's fine. I'm not in any real hurry. I can substitute it with splash potions if need be. Honestly, I'm only writing about Fish and Rusher since this is 2B2D. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I still say try making your own story. What you should do, PPC, something that would be really fucking dope. Make a really epic story. Normally about girls. Okay, well, that's fine. You can do that too. Make some sort of long-form series in books, in book form, on 2B2T. Written books. Do that, and then distribute copies to whomever is interested. That will begin to sort of build up something of a fan base. You don't really see people writing books seriously. This actually pops off. I'll do it. Oh, okay. Well, again, like an actual series of written books on 2B2T would be pretty cool. I don't see that sort of thing often enough. Written books that are, like, serious. Forget about your Space Falcon lore comic? Visit 5 Isles? What? You're not seeing PPC's message because they are in 2B2T chat. And I have 2B2T chat covered up for a reason. That's why, Top Hat. Sorry if that's confusing you. Did I spawn Mason for the quartz yet? No, I have not. I've been told elsewhere that that's a good idea and that I should at least apply. But I've not bothered yet. Like, I do have an alternative idea that I also want to try that doesn't involve any spawn Mason anything. And so before I do anything like that, I'm going to think about that. But perhaps I'm going to put that idea into practice. Visit 5 Isles for what? Top Hat not using live chat. No, it's not that. He can't see PPC's messages. Okay, let's see here. Stone. Okay, Mick Ren Soul Sand. Where did I put that? I'm getting distracted. Yeah, I think that too, but I gotta do one shots first, otherwise it'll just not be worth much. Oh, okay. I would, I don't know. I still am of the opinion that you should, generally speaking, one should try to make their own stories before trying to take another something or another and make it their own. But I don't know. You try your best and do what you feel is necessary. But that's just me. You'll feature you as a side... Oh, God, please don't feature me as a side character. I'm good. There it is. Soul Sand. Okay, I'm going to have to go up and fetch my box of Soul Sand. There's no way this will be enough. Thank you. You're a sweetheart. All right. You're welcome, I guess. Okay. Now, yeah, starting from this point on is all Soul Sand. And the idea is this dam is here to sort of prevent it from being an issue. But the idea is you fall down into this area here. You fall down from directly up above in this room. You fall down into here, and you're trapped here. There's going to be a grate, a giant metal grate in front here, and there will be only 1 block's worth of area up underneath it to swim through. And so what this does is this teaches you that in shoulder-high water, so that's 1.5 blocks of water, you can crouch and then press shift, or press your sprint key and press forward to start swimming. And the moment you do that, you swim out into this big open area, and that area is, it's got 3 drowned that are stalking it, you know, stomping around inside this enclosed area. And if you swim on top of the soul sand, it drags you down. It slows you down. And if you swim just above the soul sand, but still below the water, you can make pretty good headway. So it sort of like messes with your ability to swim around easily, as just a way to like make the players not feel too comfortable just running. They don't, you know, you don't have full reign of the place, is the basic idea. You're not able to swim around in this place like you own it. You know, you're gonna have to be extraordinarily careful. God damn it, McRen, why did you name your soul sand? Who names soul sand? I mean, really. I just am building today in the end, okay. What kind of terrain did you make, Top Hat? Shit, where is my torch? Had a stack of torches somewhere, I know I did. Hey, Pale Blue Zebra, thank you so much for staying a member for 7 whole months. Wow. Pretty soon it'll come up on a year, man. I can't believe it. 1 full year very soon. Oh, shit, wrong block. How time flies. Part of it was mountainous and the other was blown up into a small canyon. Ooh. Well, if you can make some really, like, intricate and interesting land in Bedrock, I will be impressed, because you don't have access to any good tools like World Edit. You don't have the ability to just immediately replace stuff. You have to kind of plug away at it. Like, do that, Top Hat. I would be greatly impressed. Just a little bit at a time, you know. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's a lot to do. Props if you replace all the end stone with some better material. Well, maybe not all the end stone, but certainly all the end stone you can see. I personally hate that the end stone looks so garbage tier. But what can you do? Time indeed flies, except when traveling the highways. Yeah, certainly. When you're doing something boring, it feels like life is just slowed down to a crawl, but, you know. That's usually why I'll watch an anime or I'll watch a ton of YouTube videos or whatever thing it is that I'm currently preoccupied with. And I'll do that while AFKing, be it down a highway or in front of a machine or whatever. My new passion has been AFKing in front of my stone generator, waiting for it to blow up the stone into cobblestone and then firing that via my carpet cooker. Have I watched Great Teacher Onizuka? I've heard about it, but I've not actually seen it. Mostly because I don't really, like, it isn't really important. It hasn't been, like, relevant to me. But I do understand. Heard good things about it. May or may not ever go see anything about it. I don't know. Give it a watch, it's really great. Yeah. Well, it's not unknown. No. Great Teacher Onizuka was a classic. Golden Boy, Great Teacher Onizuka, Outlaw Star. I retorrented Outlaw Star to get a higher quality version. I needed it. Tenchi Muyo. Like, there are so many from way, 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 way back when. Kids don't know about it. No, they don't. That's a shame, but it is what it is. But eventually, the classics are rediscovered, so I'm not really too worried about it. Alrighty. It's a nice chill evening. Yeah, they only have their Oshinoko and their Junji Ito. Junji Ito is an older author, though. His stuff's been around for ages. If anything, he got more popular in recent times. He was relatively unknown several years ago. Over 15 years ago, he wasn't, like, super well established or anything like that. The new Junji stuff. Oh. I don't think I've actually seen any new stuff by Junji Ito. Hellstar Remina and the Holes and Uzumaki were like peak. So I never really saw a reason to continue. But anyway, yes, membership alert. Oh. How does it feel to be 32 in 1 year? That's not the correct. This is not the correct amount of time, Poncho. You watch Pupa? Oh wow, Pupa. That's not an anime I've heard the name of in ages. I never saw Pupa, I just heard about it. It's gore, from what I understand. But anyway, no, I'm gonna be 35 this year, dude. I'm not 32 in some change. Like, I'm 32 in a lot of excessive numbers greater than 32. Yeah, it's downright disgusting. Yeah, I can imagine. I remember when Elfin Lied was the poster child of gore. And everybody was all like, oh my god, it's so edgy. I guess it was. I don't know. I never actually saw that one either, because I was like, that doesn't sound appealing to me. No, thank you. Okay, so I got all the soul sand under here. Even though I have soul speed. I have the power. Another brother and sister infected by virus has to eat her brother who regenerates. Yuck. That does sound vaguely familiar. But I think I'm... oh, excuse me. I think I'm confusing that with Parasite. It's very, very similar in premise. Also body horror, yeah. Oh, but anyway. No, this year it's all Spice and Wolf and Konosuba and Frieren. And what else came out? What else was like really nice? 3 out of 10 rating? Yeah, it probably deserves it. Jack, who do you think the most toxic player in 2PDD history was? Ooh. I'm going to have to say Build Smash was certainly trying really, really hard. Whether or not he was definitively the most toxic player, I couldn't tell you. But he was up there. He was most certainly up there. Also, oh no, I'm going to have to go and get me some soul sand. I had no idea I'd used so much. Yeah, that's all soul soil. Oh, fuck. Gonna add me? No, I'm good. I don't use Mal. Billy, maybe Polly the Parrot? No, Polly was, like, just an idiot. He wasn't, like, the most toxic. Polly was actually kind of a cool guy when you got to know him. I feel like if Polly the Parrot hadn't been such a young, dumbass teen, he probably would have fit right in with the rest of us. But then again, you know, everybody was angry at everybody else back in those days. Oh my god. I hate that you're inside the block when you're standing on soul sand. I find that to be the most annoying part about soul sand. Maybe I should try out that printer mod. I don't know. How he used to spam. He was the king of 2BTT. Oh, Chris Layton. He was kind of up there, but he was only like teenage edgy. Chris Layton mellowed out quite a bit in the latter days. See, when you say, well, who's the most toxic? I don't think of the people who mellowed out. I think of the people who stayed toxic for a very long time, like Jared, Pop Bob, Tristan, you know, the people who have caused a lot of trouble. Who was more rude in their prime, Offtopia or Alpha Computer? Oh, definitely Alpha. Alpha was like, he knew what 2B2T was about, and Offtopia just kept to himself too much. Damn it. Offtopia wasn't nearly as fun to talk to. Offtopia knew stuff, but he often kept it close to his vest, so oh well. Printer mod, good. I use it for maps, which is basically when you were doing it. Okay. I need to get that. Send it to me on Discord, if you will. Or actually, somebody may have already. It was for... Somebody was asking about an ender chest. It's all good. Okay. Yowza. It's too much. Too much soul sand. I regret using so much soul sand. This area is the sewers of I don't know, the confounding sewers or whatever. I don't know if I ever really gave it a good internal name. Oh, what am I making? I'm making a game, Rusher Plus. Okay, well that is sadly the end of my soul sand. My store's a soul sand. No. Oh well. Could be worse. Could be worse. I could have, well, I don't know. Can't think of how it could be worse right at the moment, but I'm sure. I'm debating if I should put structures in your little end build. Ooh, that'd be neat. What sorts of structures? Like a little shack, maybe? Little hillbilly shack? Maybe some sort of secret getaway that Ted Kaczynski would have used? That sounds like it could be a really cool little Minecraft build. I recognize that rail shide. Oh no. Please don't recognize any of my stuff. That's so rude. You're not meant to recognize things. Close your damned eyes. Why don't you use Easy Place, Soul Sand? Oh, you can't use Easy Place on here. We had to have a special printer mod made for shit on 2B2T because it would not work otherwise. And that includes Easy Place. I forget what the hotkey I had assigned for Easy Place was. I'm not going to bother because it'll probably just shift something in OBS that I don't want shifting. But yeah, I distinctly remember using Easy Place a while ago and going, ah, hell, it doesn't work. Because it doesn't. Soul Sand pisses you off too, I know. It is the kind of block that is just not conducive to building. It is a I am in your way kind of block. It is meant to mess with you. It is not meant to be, you know, it's decorative, like from afar, but it is not meant to be, you know, build a mountain out of me. Hey, you should use build a flat plane and then, you know, pave me over so that I can mess with people. Like, I mean, it's cool. You should do that. It's a really neat idea, but overall, you know, I think the most common use for soul sand is everybody setting up a pearl chamber or something. I was drinking water, and this is a white chocolate mocha latte. Yummy. Soul Sand. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Was it the Rock Paper Shotgun article? What do you mean? What about the Rock Paper Shotgun article? Decaying old Enderman temple where the portal will be. Oh. Okay. Very neat. Man, I wish you could send me your Bedrock World top hat. That'd be so cool. I would totally tour that. Joe Billy, previous post. Okay, it was... I remember in 2013, I first heard about 2DPT and people made articles talking about how good griefing... about how people grief. And that was the first article I'd ever read online. Wow. Was that IGN? That sounds like it was an IGN article. Because IGN made a video not too terribly long after that, and it attracted a few hundred people to the server. That article right there got, like... And the video got at least... It certainly brought Fit. That's what brought Fit to the server way back in the day. So, like, it certainly had an effect. Like, 2B2T changed forever on that day kind of effect. We just didn't know it. A lot of the new people who came from the IGN article kind of peeled away. None of them really lasted all that long, except for Fit. And Fit would later go on to change the server drastically. So, like, it is what it is, basically. Truly, we are, I don't know, cursed, blessed and cursed at the same time. I don't know. Hate using shampoo. It makes your hair feel extra dry. You're not using a conditioner. That's what you are doing wrong, Poncho. You need to use a conditioner or a 2-in-1 shampoo. I use a 2-in-1 conditioner, and it's really nice. But your hair is dry because you just depleted all the natural oils from your hair. So beyond just cleaning your hair and getting all the dirt and other excess oils and stuff and the bacteria out, you have also damaged, or not damaged, but, you know, you've also depleted the natural oils your skin would have been producing. And that's bad. So be careful. After shampoo. Yes, you should use a conditioner after your shampoo. I use 7-in-1. Jesus. No one unironically praised Ted aside from schizos like Tass. Yep. There are a lot of people who were very questionable. Questionable ideologies. Works as detergent and motor oil? What the fuck? Okay, wow. That's unique. I'll give you that. You're gonna be a very clean boy, Riolani. And I eat good. I know I don't have nutrient problems. No, it's not a nutrient issue. It's a you're depleting your natural oils issue. I had this same problem a few years ago. Ted Bundy was questionable. I meant to say Ted Kaczynski. You know I did. But no, the people with that ideology are questionable. You know what I meant. Cover yourself in essential oil. Cover yourself in essential crude oil. That didn't go there. Popcorn Sutton was a better outlaw than Ted K. I mean, I guess. Mr. Sutton was at least, I don't know, interesting. I really don't know enough about Popcorn Sutton to say anything, but I think I prefer Ted because at least he was caught. Popcorn Sutton? Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm sure Popcorn Sutton was a better person anyway. If you shampoo, your hair comes back to be bright and good and wave shapy. Okay, well. You still need to wash your hair eventually. Like, just use it, wash it maybe once a week. Maybe twice a week at the absolute most. I don't know, man. Avoid washing your hair that often? Yeah. Yeah, don't do it so often. Clear all your natural oils. Yes, it does, and that's kind of the point. It's meant to cleanse completely, basically. Oh crap. We're already at the point where I gotta retool this beacon. Oh well, that's not so bad. Okay, I think I got rid, yeah, I got rid of all the, emerald in this beacon. Oh, that's what I did. Wait, no, that was correct. Yeah, okay, so I had to turn this into a, instead of a sort of 5x5, or 3x3, sorry, in the center, I had to change it into a full-blown, 6x6. Or no, 2x3, which would make it a 6 beacon. No, I didn't replace that, okay. So I just left all that emerald there, okay. I mean, maybe I should just replace all this with iron. It's not like it matters. One big downside of going layer by layer, I have no idea what I'm doing relative to the other layers. Okay, it's looking good. Hello, Andres. Welcome. Cotton McKnight is your favorite psycho? I have no idea who that is, but okay. Who or what is Cotton McKnight? You can wash your hair with soap, no need to shampoo chemicals. It depends. You have to understand, there are soft types of soap, and there are harsher types of soap. And the harsher types of soap tend to be used on skin, and the softer, more gentler soap types tend to be used as shampoo in the hair. And also shampoos are formulated with different things to help nurture your hair. So, like, it's really not that simple, Arthur. It really isn't. You probably should be using a good shampoo. Flint, Michigan in your hair. Old popcorn was like 62. Hundreds of gallons of moonshine. Oh, wow. Oh, with hundreds of gallons. Yeah, wow. He self-ended. Yikes. Poor guy. Yeah, it truly is a sad scenario. Oh, that's right. The aquariums had fish in them. And axolotls. Maybe I should breed some axolotls, some specialty axolotls for, like, this particular project. I don't know, would it be worth it getting blue axolotls? Because I can apparently source some blue axolotls from a guy. Because they've been bred to hell and back, so, like, people have blue axolotls now. But I'm wondering, should I do that? Number one reason why the ATF is shit. 1953, just after the Korean War, North Korea pilot No Kum-sok flew his MiG-15 into airbase in South Korea. No one saw him till he was landing in the base. He handed over his plane and defected. Smart guy. Very, 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 very smart guy. Yeah, I'm not working for them commies no more. Just take my stuff and have mercy on me. It's probably a wise idea. He probably saved his family tree. Or saved his family line or something. Oh man, the slime are gonna get out of hand. I am genuinely worried about how many slimes are gonna be in the game. And how prevalent they're gonna be. Like, how much trouble are they gonna give players? Because ideally, I would like them to not spawn at all. Just because they're not, like, part of the planning. I don't know. In testing, we may end up having to figure out what exactly we can do to prevent them from spawning, but we'll see. Oh, you have a pond of them. Yeah, I'll take some from you, Blue Zebra. If you are willing to give me some, yeah. Also, where were those maps that you, can you send me, like, a screenshot of where you said you put those maps? You said you dropped me off some stuff. Like, could you tell me where that is so that I can go pick it up? Like, even if it's at spawn or wherever, I need to, like, go do that. I forgot about it. I was too busy planning and building in creative mode. I never got on to 2B2T to, like, go get that. So I would like to not leave those hanging, if possible. They're gonna have him, like... The U.S. government gave him, like, $1,000 in the U.S. till he died in 90. Wow. Yeah, he lived a good life. I imagine. I hope. I don't know. Maybe not. But I would like to think he lived a good life. Sounds like he had a decent life. Anyone who manages to get out from underneath the North Korean regime is definitely someone worth praising. Do I have more room for maps? Not up top. Like, I've not touched the map art museum at all. Like, the map art museum is still well and truly full. Like, there are 2 giant chests. The stuff, miscellaneous stuff to put, and then the Hubble Ultra Deep Field. And then just like a bunch of other stuff back in here. So no, I've not yet expanded my map museum for obvious reasons. I've been busy with this project. So while I got a lot of really good stuff, I don't really have a reason to go out of my way to make the room for new maps yet. New maps would be a good thing, but also a bad thing, because my concentration's split as it is. I do appreciate the thought, though. Okay, stone. Do I have any plain Jane stone? No, I'm gonna have to go into my... Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the Cobblecucker. Because that's where the fun is. Yeah, this is a closer route. Has anyone heard about the unrest in Kenya? No, what is that about? Does Taragadude face reveal map art still exist? I know Taragadude... Oh, you're talking about the Fit face reveal that was named Taragadude face reveal. Very funny. Yeah, I think that's still around. Damn it. That could have gone anywhere. Ah. This is my quartz particle accelerator. What it does... Oh, I should probably turn on the carpet maker. So what it does is... I can generate smooth quartz. Throw that all in here. And it will cook everything and just sort of accumulate till I come along and get all the XP. This is also a convenient way to repair everything as I use it, as well as get all my stuff, you know, up to snuff, and then give myself extra levels for naming. So this is how I hope to get all the levels for the hazmat suits. I want to make, ideally, 3 or 4 shulkers of every hazmat suit ingredient. Or hazmat suit component. There we go. I also, as crazy as this sounds, thought about putting trim on every piece of hazmat suit. Yu-Gi-Oh! Face reveal. Very funny, Ani. Not entirely certain what that's supposed to mean, but sure. You had it on your National Museum. That is on the archive. Oh, okay. Well, it's, I think it's still around, but remember, maps have been wiped out a bunch of times, Poncho. Like, it is possible that it just doesn't exist. Though I would imagine it's famous enough that someone would have made a new copy in 1.18. I couldn't tell you for sure right now. I haven't tried to look for it. Fudge. Oh, okay. Okay, phew. I was given a bunch of messages and I thought something was going on, but it was just a message from Pale Blue regarding this gift he wanted to give me. Okay, so... Oh my god, I'm gonna spend all stream placing stone. This should be enough stone to get me going for now. I've mostly been trading it all away to the villagers. Thus my Twitter and Reddit posts. For those of you who may or may not have seen those. There we go. Because, you know, it's free money when you get right down to it. Like, free everything, really. I hate you, why did you spawn here? Get out of the way. Goddamned iron golems. Referring when Jared 2013 stalked me? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean now. It's just when you say stuff like that out of context, I have no idea what you're referring to. But yes, I get it now. Very clever. To summarize, oh, this is the Kenya stuff. Summarize, there have been Gen Z-led protests and riots in Kenya against tax hikes for a dictatorship who likes to give money to his allies. Today, they stormed the parliament and set it ablaze. Oh, Jesus. Yikes. I don't think they're going to have much of anything eventually. The Kenyans are not nice people if they're led by a dictatorship, so I can imagine how that's going to turn sour real quick. Now Kenya is essentially in martial law. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's always how it goes. They declare martial law, and then they round all the dissenters up and kill them. That's what they do. That's how every dictatorship functions. You best watch out. While I understand not wanting to get your shit tax hiked, you know, you don't really have a choice. The army shall assist police to quell the unrest. Yikes. That's always a bad thing. Unless you can guerrilla warfare your way past the army, which may happen, but generally doesn't. The army is usually too strong in these instances. I have 2 5x5s, a few 3x3s, and a shitload of 1x1s ready to donate to me when you get it built. Or when I get it built. Yeah. Pronoun tenses. Yeah, I don't know, man. That'll be a while simply because this game is going to eat up every waking moment I've got. I've got to build this before the end of the summer. Ideally. And then I can get back on making videos and just doing regular whatever the hell type streams on 2B2T. Stuff like that. I probably will eventually make a bigger, badder museum. But the other issue that we found in testing for the game is that the sheer amount of map art, we're going to use this white map art, and I mean a lot of it. The first problem we ran into were frame rate issues. And I'm not sure we're going to be able to use that map art for everybody because it's going to just destroy. Like, my map museum is like directly above me, and all the way down here it's like slowly beginning to impact. It's like all of this is in render now. Like, it's slowly beginning to chip away at my FPS, and it's really neat. I really love the map arts, but at a certain point, you know, all the white map arts that we're going to be using in the game might just have to, I don't know, might have to cut some of it. It's a bit of a mystery as to, you know, how to best tackle this problem. Far Cry 7 Kenya edition. Yeah, it sounds about right. I think 3 months ago, Kenya was going to help quell the gang violence in Haiti. Oh, Lamau. I'm sorry, Kenya just does not have its act together enough to be able to help any other countries. I get it, your heart's in the right place, but realistically, no. If you're ruled by a dictator, your country's going to go to hell in a handbasket the first sign of real trouble. One would argue the dictator appearing is the first sign of real trouble. So, like, whoops. I don't know, man. Oh, life is full of surprises. And not always the good ones. Never underestimate guerrilla forces. There are countless examples. Vietnam, Afghanistan. Yeah, that's true. We'll have to see. But generally, when the military gets invested in a conflict, they tend to win. Actively trying to help Bigger powers justifiably didn't feel like getting involved. Ah. Not sure quite what bigger powers related to Kenya were like. Oh, wait, you mean in the helping in Haiti. Yeah, the big powers are already mired in other issues. I don't blame them for not wanting to help Haiti. There's a warden named Two Fish that just killed someone. So is that implying that the existence of a red fish, blue fish, and a one fish warden? Or wardens? Is that implying there are wardens named one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish? Because if so, that is incredibly based. Based in Dr. Seuss pilled. Heard something crazy is going down in Myanmar. Oh, really? I have no idea what, because American media doesn't report it since 95% have never heard of that place, yeah. Huh. Well, surely there's an outlet somewhere that's saying something about it. It may just not be a big enough something for anyone to care yet. You know, that does happen. The smoldering embers of a soon-to-emerge conflict don't draw as much attention as the conflict itself inevitably will. Like, that's just human, and that's bias on our part, but that's how it is. If it isn't immediately flashy, like Russia doing something we don't like, then yeah, you won't hear about it. Spectator reports it? Oh, okay. I see that fish and raise you the fish tank, the meaning of life. Ooh. Well, if you can get a warden named that and get it to kill people at spawn, then sure. Too long didn't read. Does good geopolitical conflict reports. Oh, okay. Morning, morning, morning. Hey, Captain Doerner, I'm feeling all right. It's a nice little calm evening. 9 p.m. where I live. It's hot as all hell outside. I went out earlier and skated. I rollerblade for exercise, and I was absolutely drenched with sweat, which is, you know, more or less what you could expect, considering outside is hell right now. It's an oven. It was like 95. The humidity, I'm sure, made it over 100, and it's only going to get hotter and worse until we have winter, well, late fall, really, not necessarily winter. But yeah, until about then, it's going to be hot, hot, hot. But that's just how it is in Mississippi. The weather is always sort of... It's very hot and muggy around these parts. I've just learned to accept it. What am I building, Recon? I am building a game. This game is going to be amazing. It is a, it's called Escape the Jackrooms. It is a parody of Escape the Backrooms. So it's a Backrooms-themed, Redstone-driven game on 2B2T. You know, proof that this is 2B2T. And hopefully we get 121 soon, so that actually would be really neat. Can you play, Captain? You can play the world download. I've already promised enough people that I was going to invite them to the base to play it. Because, you know, this is my base. This is the place I've been building on since the reset last August. Like, this is my baby. I'm going to make these Space Valk 1 inspired towers all the way around. Oh, wow. All the copper has been oxidizing up good. Ooh. But anyway, yeah. So, no, this is like... This place is my bread and butter. This is my baby. I can't let just anyone here. Only people I very, very closely know and trust. So, unfortunately, you know, I'm going to release a world download when we're finished. And that'll be doctored. You know, it'll be safe. But you'll be able to play the game then. So don't worry so much. It'll be good, I promise. Yes, it'll be fun. We already have a working version of it in a test server. I can show you what it's like. It's going to be a lot of work to bring it to life on 2BTT, though. Pancho coming with Minnesota, lots of good hiking trails. Minnesota might be just a tad bit too cold for him, because he's down in Mexico. Escape the jack-offs. Very funny, Pancho, very funny. Really fucking hilarious, Pancho. Oh my god, you've made that joke 50 times. It's so funny. 50 more times and it'll be absolutely a hoot. No, the military is mainly attacking villages with airstrike. Jesus Christ, villages with airstrikes. What lovely people they are. Using their technological superiority and the rebels... Oh, yeah. I love Minnesota. If you ever leak or grief it, you'll delete your Twitch channel? I would never. Okay, well, that's good. But I still don't know you that well, man. I'm sorry. Okay, here's another chunk of stone. You love Minnesota. Oh, what is it with people liking Minnesota? As with all war, I hope the good guys win and the bad guys lose. Well, that's the thing. When war begins, it's kind of hard to tell who is who. Maybe that's just coming from my twisted sense of American morality, because, like, every war has in some way been started or instigated by us. It's not very good. XRXP wouldn't travel 1 million to grief, yeah. Very cold right now. It's even foggy here. Oh, yeah, you had rain all day, of course. We have soul in more than just food. Okay. There isn't a decisive victory from what I've seen. The rebels have been doing very well. Okay. Maybe it'll lead to the end of the dictatorship. Who knows? The dictator and his ship will be set out to sea forever. Okay. You know, I should have used more stone as like a scaffolding block and stuff. Or a support block or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, I think I got all the stone placed except for the sewers. But I need soul sand too. Oh, well, I do have that one box that was used for wither making. I believe that was where the McWren soul sand came from. Could use that up, I guess. Yeah, over here is like the last bits of stone. Yeah, wow, this place is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I can't wait. Oh, I wish I had the ability to paste it in and just not have to build it. I don't want to wait. Like, oh, I'm so impatient. I do not want to have to wait. I wish I could just make it happen. Oh well, good things come to those who wait, etc., etc. It's tough, though. Okay, I think this whole back area is set. Save for like a handful of things. I got stone and quartz are like the two big heavy hitters on every layer. So when I get those laid on that layer, I'm like 80-ish% done. Okay, time to go extract some stone. Or some soul sand. What am I thinking? Part of me still wonders if I should have, instead of developing this game on another server for testing, if I should maybe have just made it directly on here. And just foregone that. I don't know. Oh, wait. I need to go in this way. I love that you can squeeze through 1 block tall holes. Such a nice addition. Okay, we're good. I'm just gonna put all of this in here. I'll turn the cobble cucker on some other night. Right now we don't gotta worry about it. Shift all this over. Go get the soul sand box from wherever the hell it was I put that. And in before anyone, like Poncho, complains why I'm not just piping all these out into a chest. It's because I want the XP. Because it keeps my stuff more or less, you know, fully undamaged and all that. And it also gives me excess levels that I can use for renaming later on. Imagine using socks? What do you mean? Are you using Crocs or I walk barefoot inside my house? I walk barefoot inside my house. Why would I walk with anything on my feet? I don't need to. My bare feet feel so much better on the inside of the house. Outside, no, but no. Oh, he did have regular soul sand. Okay. I'm just gonna unname these because fuck McWren. I hadn't seen that guy in ages. I wonder what happened to him. Did he, like, quit? I mean, obviously he quit, but, like, why? I'm gonna let the carpet thing do its job. Because I hate the environment. And so I'm gonna let a million carpets pile up and destroy the server. Nah, I'm kidding. I have a an auto burnerator at the very end, so it'll get rid of any excess. It's much more economical than it was last week. Oh yeah, did I show that part off? I don't think I did. I overhauled my carpet generator and had it sort of funneled into a system, although these carpet lost their velocity, I think on chunk load or something. And they sort of brush by all of these hoppers now in a much more economical way, and then they get swooped up around to this side as well, where they eventually burn to death if I don't need any of them for cooking. So, yeah, this bottom area has turned out pretty decently. I don't think I'll be using Tass's design for his super smelter that he gave me a while ago. I don't think it's necessary at this point. Walking in the house with socks? Yeah, some people do that, as weird as that may seem. I wouldn't mind in the dead of winter when it's freezing cold. But in the summer, which it is right now, actually. That's right, we had the summer solstice last week, didn't we? Well, yeah, at that point, there's no reason to, wear anything on your feet. It's too uncomfortable. Working dupe? No, there isn't a working dupe, Joe Billy. These are kits that I got off the highway, off corpses. Friends showed up and gave them to me. No, I don't have a working dupe. Sorry. I farm a fair amount. Oh wait, you mean the carpet. You mean the carpet duping, don't you? I'm being stupid again. Yeah, I guess the carpet duper is a working dupe, kind of. It's a working duplication glitch with a little asterisk out to the side. Its basically only value is that it makes infinite furnace fuel. And that's it. It's not even the good kind of furnace fuel, like coal or lava. Although, actually, you can duplicate lava now, too, with the dripstone. So, in a way, that's even better. But I don't think you can automate that. Ideally, you want to make stuff that's automatable. You probably shouldn't be bothering with shit that isn't automatable. They burned to death. You're killing the carpets. Yep. And your point is? I did just state that that was the thing that is happening, yes. Did you get a degree in stating the obvious, Poncho? Did that happen? Next thing I know, you'll be telling me that meat is murder or something. Yeah, duh. And? Of course meat is murder. Did you think something that tasty wouldn't be meat or murder? Come on. Everything comes with a price. Everything has to happen at the cost of something else. And if the carpets I duplicate in excess, wherever the hell they are up there, if they must burn to death after I'm finished with them, well, that's just how it is. They were duplicated into existence and they came from nothingness and they shall return to the nothingness. That's how it works. 120 has a dupe with the autocrafter. Oh boy, I can't wait to abuse that. We'll be able to get that. Grim and Folia won't patch the hell out of that, right? That always makes me laugh when developmental versions or the shitty full releases get a hold of some sort of crippling bug or some sort of dupe. And everyone loses their minds, and I'm like, this isn't going to make it into the final version, right? Like, we still got another point whatever version to get. Walking in the house with socks is for normal people. With bare feet, you get all that dust and stuff on your feet. Are you sure? Why do you have so much dust and dirt and stuff in your house, huh? How about wiping it all off, or even better, sweeping it up and dusting it, or throwing it outside, or in a dustbin, or something like that? Why are you walking around in a filthy house? Is your house not clean? If it's not, I mean, there's your problem. These terrorists must be brought to justice. Okay. I hope you mean, like, actual terrorists and not, like, someone who's trolling you like me. There's lots of lint that can get in your feet after a hard workout. Okay. You can wash your feet off. Speaking of feet, I meant to stand up today at my workstation here. But then I got lazy and said, fuck it. The curse of a standing desk is that sometimes you don't want to use it. I'm sitting down currently. I need a good hard mat to stand on. I have 3 cats, so every time I clean it, it immediately gets dusty again. Oh, do they go out and roll around in dust and dirt? Because my cat loves doing that. There isn't much we can do about it, but, you know. For some reason, they do that to, like, it feels good on their backs. No idea why. Glass standing desk? No, it's a wooden standing desk. Why are you laughing at that? That's not funny. People just shower in the nights. It's better in all senses. Yes, it is better to shower before you sleep. That is a good point. I prefer to take baths in the winter and showers in the summer. Mostly it's for relaxation purposes. It helps to de-stress and declutter your mind. It's very helpful. You want a treadmill desk? Well, if it works, it works. Like, if that helps you. I don't know. Guess it would theoretically, right? Oh my god, how much soul sand is left? Oh my god, a lot of soul sand is left. Yikes. Maybe I should have mixed in some more black concrete and skulk, like I did over here, but like over in here. I don't know. Suppose I could change it if I wanted. Have you noticed barely anyone PvPs anymore? Wait, really? Why? Nothing's changed, has it? What has occurred to cause people to PvP less, Joe Billy? That's an odd change. Is, you know, Baz, you're supposed to clean you. You are sunken in your own filthiness. Well, part of it is you are not meant to be dirty, like filthy dirty when you take a bath. You're supposed to take at least a shower first to wash yourself off, and then you run a hot bath after that. But also, like I said, you're not supposed to be like really dirty. You're not really even making yourself super clean on purpose. It's more for the relaxation. The heat relaxes your muscles, helps soothe aches. It helps you to clear your sinuses if you're having sinus trouble. At least that's what I've experienced. You don't bathe for that, any other reason other than that, I guess. It's good to clear the mind and have some moments to yourself to just think. Unless, of course, you're afraid of what you'll think about. But in that case, you have far worse troubles than just simply taking a bath. Went to a Japanese futon to sleep in the floor. I'm sure it will improve your posture. Okay. I've heard that a hard mattress or a futon will help. You know, get your back aligned and stuff. I probably should get something like that too. Exercise balls, yeah. A medicine ball is good for your back, I believe. I keep hearing this gasping noise. It took me way too long to realize it's the damn soul sand. And now I feel silly. Son of a bitch. Let me out. A lot of wastewater, just meditate or have sex. There are better ways to relax. I mean, are you worried about wasting a little bit of water? Is that the problem? Okay. Whatever. To each their own, Pancho. To each their own. Being in water like a dumb NPC. Have you never relaxed in hot water? Oh my god, it feels amazing. It is the most wonderful, relaxing experience that I've had. And it's not the same as sex. Like, it just isn't. You can't compare the two. You're comparing apples and oranges on that one. Like, if you have some severe aches and pains, you get some Epsom salts, run a really hot bath, and just soak for an hour, you'll feel 100 times better. I just sleep on the floor, no mattress. I'm called strange for it. Oh, wow. That's definitely unique. I've never heard of anyone doing that, but if you're used to it, I understand. It's probably good for your back, like, unironically. Do you take cold showers every once in a while? Yeah, a cold shower will help relax you, too. Although that sounds more appropriate to do in the summer, when it's blazing hot. Wrong block. Yo, how are you doing? I'm alright, Alice. World Dominator. I'm just putting my game together slowly, bit by bit. There is a lot of a lot of blocks to place to make the game function, of course, but, you know. I've been wondering if I should chop up the schematic here into layers and just have every single layer loaded individually, and then just use baritone to take care of that one layer. but I don't know if that's good enough. Because Baritone is too stupid to be able to build this the way I would like. I'm going to see about that printer mod. I think I have it, but I haven't installed it or messed with it. Just an easy way to place blocks beneath your feet on 2B2T. I use ankle weights when doing winter Tabata cardio, so I kind of need the cold cool down. Okay. I see. Oh my god, so much more. I'm gonna have to go dig up a whole bunch of soul sand, I just know it. I don't want to have to go do that, but I'm gonna have to go do that. There we go. Can't wait to see when this is done. It'll look amazing. Oh, I know. It will be a very, like, dynamic and interesting game, which 2B2T has never seen something like this before. There's never been something this sophisticated, Redstone-wise, on 2B2T, because Redstone's not functioned properly for years. So it never was possible to make something like this. It's been possible to make farms, it's been possible to make lag machines, it's been possible to do some really wild stuff with Redstone, but nothing this in-depth. And I know there are going to be retards left and right who are going to claim, oh, well, it's just a big lag machine, or, oh, well, no, we've done something this crazy before. No, I 100% guarantee you have not. There are going to be power cards that you can pick up and collect that are map arts. And when you play the power cards in the game, they do stuff to the game. There's actual logic circuits and everything. Logic gates, a whole ton of stuff like that. I could get into it further, but there's no real point, you know. You just have to see it to believe me. There is so much going on under the hood. Heard about that. I actually preferred flat rides, aka fair rides, to most coasters. Oh. Riding amusement park rides. The only bad part on taking a shower in the morning is that you gotta fix your hair before going out. Okay. That isn't the worst thing in the world. Sounds amazing. Thank you. I should probably... Actually, you know what I should probably do? For some of these bits, I should somewhat vary up the soul sand. Instead of just having solid chunks of soul sand, I should probably make it a little more sparse so that I'll ensure I have enough soul sand to cover everything. That way I don't have to go and dig up a ton. Though I will probably have to go dig up a bit. I've got a funny story about how when we were in the testing server, I was trying to change something about how dense the soul sand was in this part. And I ended up doing the replace command in World Edit. And basically I replaced everything in the entire testing server with soul sand and stone, a soul sand stone mix. And we had to nuke that version real quick because I fucked it up. Oh, you have curly hair. I didn't know that, Poncho. Well, I'm sorry you have curly hair, I guess. I know what you want. Like, appreciate your curly hair. It's not all bad. Probably, I don't know. I do have straight hair, so it's not like I'm not an expert on that, but I would say having curly hair isn't the worst thing ever. Between both Dollywood and Carowinds. Oh. You're still talking about theme parks. You remind me, Top Hat, of an old man that was... when I worked at that retirement home, there was this old man that would always come in, and he would want to write letters and fax and copy stuff, and we would charge him some cheap-ass fee to, like, do all his copying and letter writing. I don't know why he chose us to do that, but he did. And like, he also was an amusement park enthusiast. He rode his bike everywhere. The man felt like he was going to live forever. I don't know what happened to him. I quit working there before shortly after the pandemic. But the man, he was a huge political activist, very, very Christian. Struck me similarly to you, very old-timey, extremely into just the good old Southern folk. And I can understand, but I couldn't help but look at him like he was the weirdest person that ever lived, because I got to talk to him a lot, obviously, over the years. And yeah, you remind me of him so much, Top Hat. You really do. Christian Pyrobite. I wouldn't say Pyrobite. Pyro was not quite like that. Pyro was weird. But like fun weird. Eccentric. This man was just like stuck in the 1940s or 50s somewhere. Sometime. Just like Top Hat is stuck in the 1920s. Oh great. Mobs are gonna spawn. Well, it's a neat story. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know why you reminded me of him beyond that. It's just the way you talk and the things you talk about. You're into so much of the same stuff as him. It's bizarre. I never imagined I'd run into two people in such short spans of my life that are basically into the same stuff or very similar stuff. It's just amazing coincidence, I guess, yeah. Top Hat is that same elder. I hope not. I sincerely hope not. But I've also... No, there's no way, because I've talked to him. Like, I've heard his voice. He's a young man. I can tell. Despite his claims to be a 120-year-old something or another. Top Hat's a character, I tell you. The kind of person I can't help but side-eye sometimes, but sure. Roaring 20s, I know. Yeah, the two don't sound anything alike. I would not be surprised if that man has already passed away, though. He was in his late 70s when I quit. That was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That was 3. Yeah, 3 years ago when I quit. Like, he would likely be dead if he'd be in his 80s. But who knows? Maybe he'd survive still. Hard to say because I've not gone back there. Okay. Oh, damn it. Stone. There we go. Trying to vary it up a bit. I don't want soul sand over every square inch. We tried that, actually. The reason it was originally soul sand over every square inch. But that became too annoying. And the drowned kept getting caught. There are going to be a lot of drowned back in these sewers. Should go back and say hi. Yeah, I should probably, but, I don't know. I feel like when I close a chapter of my life, because that's what happened. When I quit that place, I closed that chapter of my life. I feel like whenever a chapter of my life closes, I don't go back to it. I will go back to it mentally, but I'll never go back to it physically. Just for some reason, that's how I am. So if I quit 2B2T, I generally don't go back. Obviously, 2B2T managed to change. And so that was for the best. But, like, in general, especially in real life circumstances, I don't tend to revisit. Like, I made it a point to say, oh, I'll come back to my old high school. I'll come back and visit my old high school. I'll come back and visit my favorite teachers. Never step foot inside that building again. And I can't really say I regret not going back, not touring it again, not seeing it one more time. It's interesting to think about, but I think I prefer having my memory of the place as opposed to actively going back and actually seeing how it is. I think that would be not nearly as fun. And also, I highly doubt any of those teachers are even still there, let alone any that would recognize me. So, at the end of the day, no. When I close a chapter in my life, it tends to stay closed. There it is. Soul sand box. I'm going to have to put that back up there. The soul soil. There is a way to convert soul soil to soul sand, right? I didn't imagine that. Bro called age chapters of my life. Well, yeah, it was a chapter of my life. You dumbass. I worked at that place for 8 years. Like, that was almost a decade. Yeah, that was a chapter of my life, most fucking certainly. How else do you quantify it? I mean, you can quantify it however you wish. It's just, that's a fairly common way to look at it. "2B2T" was a chapter of my life. Still is, but it almost stopped being one. Thankfully, Housemaster got his head on straight, or whatever it was that caused him to update. I don't know. And this place has been good to me again. Hello, Hammer. Or Hamer? I don't know. There's one thing me and you differ about, Jack. I come back to much of my past. Oh, well, I mean, I still hold my past dearly. I just don't go back to it physically. Like, when it's in the past, it's in the past. Some things I will make an exception for, but for the most part, no. When I've closed a chapter, it's gone. It's over. But again, that's just how I feel. Parents lived in different districts and went to different schools in the county. Oh. Okay. Piss off. Stupid fucking slimes. So tired of the slime. I wish we had a way to shut down a slime chunk without having to slab every inch of spawnable space. Which in my opinion is so stupid. It's a lot of effort. Use iron golems? I could, but they would just die. They do get attracted to them, though, don't they? Maybe that'll work. I don't know. If I put an iron golem in a conspicuous place, they'll get attracted to the iron golem and go, "I'm gonna eat you, Mr. Golem," and then they die in the fire or something. I could maybe do that. But that's not going to stop the slimes inside the game area. Lava the whole chunk. Ouch. That's way more work than slapping a chunk, dude. Okay. Let's see. I was thinking some sort of like, I don't want to say a device, but some sort of ward or something. Something that would literally ward off slimes in a chunk. If it's a slime chunk, they won't spawn there. Because the ward is in that chunk and it will be like, nah, we don't want to spawn there anymore. I don't know, just some food for thought. Oh, hey, Rusty. Welcome. Oh my god, there's still so much stuff to fill in for this soul sand underside. There's gotta be a breaking point where there's like the biggest layer possible and then all the subsequent layers will can only be smaller than that. This song reminds me of Sims music for some reason. Oh, hey, Mr. Tree. Bep. Haha, joke's on you. I asked them a question, and they just couldn't answer it. Pop, 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 pop. I love killing them. Okay. Where is a thing that I've not filled in? Gonna vary up the soul sand a little bit because there's just a little too much here. I don't like giant clumps of it because the drowned will get stuck here and then they'll block and obscure your path. And the whole idea is that you're meant to get slowed down by the soul sand. And it's supposed to inconvenience you as you're swimming. And then from there, you swim around the drowned, basically. Boom. Is Jean-Pierre alive? I haven't seen him in a while. Jean not as well has been AWOL because of probably real life stuff. Being in an European time zone is not conducive to him being here, unfortunately. And you know, I get that. European time zones are not convenient to American time zones and vice versa. I haven't seen Jean-Pierre in a while. I think that was Snux, right? Yeah, he is still around then. Yeah, he was here yesterday. He just changed his name for whatever reason. I don't know if Jean-Pierre was ever his real name or if that was a meme name or what. Guess it doesn't matter. Thank God we are not European. I know, right? We can all agree on that. Thank God we're not European. Just got an ad for a VTuber I didn't even know ads could appear in live streams. Oh, wow. Now you do. Who was it? Or what was it? I'm curious now that you've said that, Mr. Tree. Live in Little Scandinavia. Can't speak like that about Europeans. Oh. Little Scandinavia, okay. It's a very interesting way to refer to it. I didn't even know there was a Little Scandinavia. But then again, from every bit I've heard about Minnesota, it's not a fun place for people like me to live. I can't stand the cold. Alpha has done nothing but tell me how awful it is. And you know, I'm quite happy to not have to live in Minnesota. It was some random girl. Okay. That doesn't tell me much, but all right. Okay, I want to put a little more stone in this area. Just to give it that much extra. Ah. I'm gonna have to go and see how much I've got in the way of deep, dark prismarine as well. Dank prismarine. Okay, I think this is the last section right here. Ow. My elbow is popping. Oh, I hate that. It hurts. Dat feeling. Now for me, it's 4 a.m. Oh, damn. Where are you that it's 4 a.m., Mr. Tree? It's only 10 p.m. here. But then again, I understand you're probably on the other side of the world pretty much. Here we go. Mississippi headwaters are in Minnesota. Yeah, they appear to be. That doesn't matter very much to me, but sure. So the plains were settled by westward migrating Appalachians. Appalachians? They were made of apple? Or some shit like that? I don't know. Never heard of this word, Appalachian. Okay. All right. I'm gonna call this section good. I got some soul sand to spare. So I've more or less paved all the nastiness over like I had expected. That's all regular quartz brick. Gonna need that. Gonna put up the soul soil. Put that there. Spare stone go there. Good, I triggered him. I got him, guys. Some days, all I want to do is just trigger Top Hat. My time is basically European. Okay. It's 20:58 here. Yeah, aren't you like an hour behind me or some shit? 20, that would be 8. No, you're 2 hours. Almost 2 hours behind me. Or no, you're only 1 hour. Yeah. Because that would have been 8:58 turning into 9, and so it was 9:50 something turning into 10. So yeah, now it's 10. Oh well. That's how it goes. You pronounced Appalachians wrong. Appalachia. Apples at ya. No, I'm not gonna bother. I didn't mean to say year. I meant to say hour, you know that. No, I'm never gonna say Appalachia right. Just so you know. Appalachian. Appalachian. Apple itching. It's more fun not to say it correctly. I know I had like a box of brick just lying around. Is this all brick? Yes, it is. I've got a lot of quartz brick to lay. And eventually I will have a lot of blue ice to place as well. Just hit midnight. Oh, that's right. You're an hour ahead of me. Or no, you're 2 hours ahead of me. It's the most mid time of night. It's nobody's fault, really. It just is. It's just that mid. Okay, I got a full thing of quartz brick there. Let's get to Lion. There are going to be so many dark, watery tubes that are just going to spell your certain doom. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun watching people take a wrong turn into one of them and go, yikes, I can't get out of here. And I'm going to be like, hee hee hee. Yeah, that was the point. Fuck. Can't seem to jump up there. Turns Mr. Tree into fire. What the fuck? Don't you burn Mr. Tree as a torch just because you want to start a torch mob with someone who's angry? 37 strokes. What the fuck? 1920 British bands are boring. What else? Transformers is for children. I agree, Ani. I agree. Yes. I will say this. The Transformers had some decent stuff. But the show and the series peaked with Beast Wars and has never been as good. Beast Wars was amazing, and they just never quite could hit upon that same level. Transformers Prime was good, but not as good as Beast Wars. Sorry. Them's the facts. You're not wrong, but still, grrr. Grrr. I'm saying things that Top Hat doesn't like. Grrr, grrr. I'll start about it. A great fucking shot. What happened to poor Andres? Sounds like he got hit with something. He was struck by a smooth criminal. Okay, quartz brick. Trying to find the exact spot. Prime and animated is better than Beast Wars. Oof. How can someone be so wrong? And yet so brave. Still wrong, but brave. I can commend brave but wrong. What's my favorite death message or message of the day? My favorite death message is boned by skeletons. That was always amusing. And my favorite MOTD was something SMP happy people on. That was always amusing to me. It was the one where God, who was I think O'Pain said that first? Or someone said that line first and it caught on. It was a very clever, very fun, almost silly sort of broken English. But like, we all enjoyed it back then. Survival SMP happy people on or something like that. Transformers Armada mostly just for Starscream. Yeah, let's keep antagonizing Top Hat. It's fun. Favorite time quotable thing from chat. Ooh. When Pyrobite was questioning Bran's taste in women, and Bran showed us a video, and we could have watched the video, but all we had to see was the thumbnail for us to all collectively go, Jesus Christ, Bran, what is wrong with you? And I will never forget Pyro saying, Jesus Christ, Bran, what is wrong with you? That was fun. What's my best quotable? That I said myself. Okay. Let's see here. It's not about the size of the fight. It's about the size of the dog in the fight. Or some shit. No, I've not said anything that snappy. I'm not gonna lie. I have no quotes, Ani. I've not said anything that's like... Sato immortalized one of my quotes. But, like, that was not a quote worth immortalizing. That was just me explaining to him that I wasn't going to be joining him after the 1.7 update. I said, my heart is at the lands. And all that meant was, I just wanted to go back to the other base that I made a while ago. But that wasn't going to, like, stop me from, you know, having fun with him and Pyro and stuff. I guess, like, the one thing that I remember saying, and it, like, sticking, was me calling myself, I'm Jack the motherfucking Ripper. Like whenever I killed someone or did something interesting. Like big and, you know, important. Like killing Rusher. Oh, yeah, that one. It's like it's his life mission to be as big of a you-know-what as possible. Yeah, I do remember that one now that you say that, Top Hat. Ow, my ears. The best Top Hat quote? I don't know, man. I haven't paid any attention to anything you said and memorized any of it. Nothing that you said has stuck out to me, man. I'm sorry. I don't feel like devoting brain power to thinking that hard about quotes. I just don't. Forgot about that one. What have you said? The kid at the park? Oh. I'm missing the context on that one. I don't even know what you're referring to. So what happened with this? Jack being dyslexic? Yeah, I'm sorry. I just sort of read in a hurry and I don't always get it right. Welcome to how it is and how it's going to be. You better deal with it. Okay, that's not quartz brick. Oh, fuck. I got a bunch of stone over here that I got to place. Okay. Top Hat said he convinced some kid that he was Pop. Oh, Pop Bob. Oh, yeah, I do remember that vaguely. Poor dumbass. I mean, he's just a child, so, you know, convincing kids things that are simply not true is just... It's such low-hanging fruit. Anyone can do it. Okay, this corner doesn't need to be here because it's not ever going to be seen, and that's a waste of materials. Oh! Yeah, the iron doors. I got to start placing iron doors, too. Ugh. I know for sure Top Hat knows nothing about coliseums. Okay. Not sure what that has to do with anything, but okay, I'll take your word for it, Mr. Tree. Know what you're gonna be make Godzilla insults? Ooh, yeah, Godzilla is easy to insult. I will refrain. I already picked on Transformers and whatever else. Okay, bit of quotable from chat might not have been the "you make my wood grow." Like general chat? Probably the Pop and Jared argument. That would probably be some of my favorite quotable stuff. Especially when Fit decided to recite all of it. That made it more memorable. It was already funny as hell to see that happen in real time. And then Fit came along and made a video not long after that fight. That just immortalized it for all of time. Not that you can easily find... Well, no, I don't know. Can you easily find that still? Didn't someone save a backup of that argument? Or rather, of Fit's reading of that argument? Oh, you mean in this YouTube chat? Nah, I don't remember anything off the top of my head, man. I thought when you said are memorable quotes from chat, I was thinking you meant 2B2T chat over the years. What are the stats for the regular Godzilla stats in the mod? Huh? No idea what the fuck you're talking about, dude. What are the stats for the God? I have no idea what Godzilla has to do with stats, but sure. Whatever. Oh, Mobzilla. Oh. Is that a Godzilla mod for Minecraft? Is that what you're, like, insinuating exists? Is that actually a thing? Oh, man. And he said that Mobzilla was from Ore Spawn. Oh, okay. I didn't play Ore Spawn. I couldn't tell you. I miss stuff so easily now. Is there a Yu-Gi-Oh mod? There is, but I don't play it. It's not worth playing. It's just for LARPing anyway. It's not actually the game. And if I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I want to play the game Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't care to play a mod or a watered-down version of it or some silly, you know, whatever. There are a lot of video makers who, like, LARP and shit. And I get that. There is a niche for that. Minecraft Bedrock has Godzilla versus Kong? Wow. That's fucking crazy. Is it a good mod though? I say that's crazy, but like, is it of good quality? It's Bedrock, so like, I'm already kind of raising an eyebrow at that. I'm sure there are good mods for Bedrock, but like, I don't know, man. It's already sounding a little tough to believe. Farfa. What the fuck? How do you know the name Farfa? Do you watch him? Kindly piss off, Mr. Slime. I'm the real Slime Shady. You do? Oh. Cube hamster. Okay. Sorry. Wires getting crossed in my brain again. I've actually played against Farfa. Ended up 2-1. He won. What did you play? And when did this happen? I have so many questions now, Poncho. You're gonna have to answer them. Fuck off, slime. Like, seriously, I want to know, man. Old people are so old. Yeah, I'm curious. What deck were you on? Do you actually play? You get Spanish community as a different Farfa. Oh. Well, fuck. Way to ruin the fun. Oh well, I mean, what do you want, Ellie? I guess if there is such a thing as, you know, I mean, it is the name of a card, so I guess it's not that surprising. He probably may have even named himself after the content creator. I don't know. It's whatever. There's a famous YouTuber called Farfadox. People call him Farfa too. Oh, yeah, you've mentioned that. Okay. That is familiar now that you mentioned that. I think I've inadvertently made this mistake once before, now that I think about it. So when you say play, you do mean Yu-Gi-Oh, correct? Or is this something else? This isn't like a Minecraft thing? Uh-oh. Little girl's whining. I've got to let out the cat. Or else I will never hear the end of it. Yeah. Okay. Gonna go into AFK with my aura. For the name Farfa and Space Fox Stream. I thought you were talking about Farfadox. Oh, okay. Ah. You meant Minecraft PvP. I thought so. Because, apparently it's a similar sort of format structure. Best 2 out of 3. And not a, straight up, you know, the match structure is similar. And so when someone says I went 2-1 against so-and-so, you know, I'm already programmed to think in one way. And I guess that style of thinking is not too different. If in Minecraft PvP it's the same way. Yes, Mr. Tree, what are you asking? What do you want to ask me? I did it purpose to play with your mind. Of course you did. Of course you did. So if I ban you, I have the excuse of saying I did it on purpose to play with your mind. And that's also A-okay, right? You'll understand, because you also like to play with my mind. So naturally. No! Okay, I won't do it. Since you were so vocal, I won't do it. But damn, that's funny. He reacts. When Arthur reacts with an emoji, that's how I know I've gotten him. Biggest devil worshipper I've ever met. There's no such thing as devil worship. There are LARPers who think they're doing it. And there's actually no such thing. So, I've never really met... I've met, like, goth people. That would be, like, the closest to what you're asking, Ani. I don't mean in the literal sense. As in people who have done wild stuff. Fuck if I know, man. I've not paid much attention to the exploits of others if they're not, like, someone I care about. I've had my ear talked off about all sorts of dumb, inane shit over the years. Masqueraded as interesting or epic stuff. Can't much say I'm, like, that interested. Okay, I think I got all the... No, I didn't. It's this area. I gotta do this next. Most unethical? Oh, that'd be Pop Bob or Tristan. One of those two. They've done a lot of unethical shit. So has Jared. So actually, it's a bit of a toss-up. That's a tough call, honestly. I would say it's probably still Pop Bob for now, but I could be wrong. Immoral, purely unethical. What about Liam? Ah, Liam. Ooh. Hospice boss? She wasn't unethical. She was just a jerk. Yeah, Liam definitely is also up there. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought him up. Like, no one I have met in real life or have known in a work setting comes anywhere near some of the awful shit that I've heard and seen people do on 2B2T. Like, they're not even remotely close. I will say, I'm not, like, worried or anything. It was just... there are a lot of things that people do or have done in the past, probably are still doing now in the present. We may just not know about them. That like give me pause, like make me go, geez, you're either gonna regret doing that or you're a monster who will never regret doing that. Mostly it's the doxing and harassing that tends to follow, you know, tends to come around on 2B2T related stuff. Oh, damn it. Wrong order. There we go. Fuck me, dude. Son of a bitch. I cannot aim for shit. It's this mouse. Crowbar literally just be doing workshop or wood shop all day? What does Crowbar have to do with anything? I haven't talked to Crowbar in months. Possibly over a year now. I want to say the last time I had a word with him was when we were still on Constantium. Or maybe that was like right before the update. I don't remember. Knew some folk that were acquainted with GG Allen. My stepbrother actually met his surviving brother and got some GG merch from him. Okay. Can't say I know who that is, but sure. He has a wild past. Okay. I don't know what that wild past entails. It's probably not anything on the level of, you know, the shitlords from 2B2T. Is that a slime block in there? Yes, it is. Okay. The parkour associated in this room is going to be a real nightmare to try and complete during a run. Believe me, I would know. Universon designed it, and it's something. I think Ormonger has a life. Yes, he most certainly has a real life. I don't really care, but, you know, as far as I'm aware, he does. From what he has said... GG Allen was a shock punk rocker who did some wild stuff on stage and was overall degenerate. Ooh. Mainly fighting fans, causing riots, doing bodily functions on stage, and other things. Wow. He even compared Minecraft updates with driving drunk as a teenager in your interview. Oh, did he drive drunk? Okay, I've forgotten that. Yikes. Well, yeah. Don't do that, obviously. How he got away with it, I don't know. Average rock band post-prime, yep. How else do you get people to watch you? If you're not going to do horrible shock stuff. Okay. This floor is coming along good. So ICP and their Juggalo. Yeah, that sounds very, very similar. I didn't immediately think ICP, but the moment you said that, I was like, yeah, that's them to a T. Fans are practically cultists who followed him. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sometimes those types of people, the shock artists, they're just really good at soft indoctrinating people into a cult of personality. I don't know what it is with how they conduct themselves, what they do. But yeah, there are some of those out there who can just absolutely get anyone to follow them for like any reason. Are juggalos still a thing? I hope not. There are a lot of silly ass internet. Would that be an internet trend? I don't know. It kind of bled out onto the internet. There are a lot of silly ass trends that I very much hope are dead and buried. Juggalos are one of them. But then again, who knows? We could all be wrong and they could pop up next week. As a fad, I mean. Can't ever say sometimes. I don't know anything about Insane Clown Posse other than who they are. Yeah, I don't either, but I've seen some of their antics. I wish I was like Nardwar. He even interviewed Nirvana like a month before Kurt... Oh, wow, yeah. He got the last interview in a very crazy way, hiding in the bathrooms of the Camarinos for a whole week. What the fuck? Isn't that just Taylor Swift and her fans? I don't know. I don't think Taylor Swift intentionally cultivates that. But the shock artists do. So I don't know. It's whatever. Oh, Camerino is a dressing room. I see. I didn't know that that's what that was. Okay. Oh, he OD'd and died? Yikes. Well, Ripperino and Pepperino. I mean, don't be a drug-doing rock star. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, I think that's all the quartz brick. Oh, nope. Sorry. There's a smidgen here. The top part of this tunnel. Taylor Swift is the most aggressively mediocre artist of all time. Well, it's because she sold out. When she was a country artist, she was better. I don't know if she was the best or anything like that, but she was once upon a time decent enough. Like a step or two above mediocre. But she also went over to the pop side of things, and pop has been basically totally sold out and devoid of talent for how many decades now? Like, too many to count at this point. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you on that. For someone who is, like, just okay. Yeah, Taylor Swift has a fuck ton of fans. I feel that's due to a lot of marketing. They've got like just the perfect amount of the marketing side of their image just carved to a T. And so of course they've got legions of adoring fans. It's because of the marketing, I bet. I bet that has a lot to do with it. But I don't know, there's probably other bits and bobs going on behind the scenes too. Holy shit, there's an ASDF movie, yep. I saw YouTube try to recommend it to me and I was like, whatever. Like, Jack doesn't like Kanye West. Yeah. I don't like rap. And I don't like a lot of like super popular stuff. But I think a lot of people are like that. A lot more than would be willing to openly state. Possibly. Wow, this area is coming together quite nicely. Universe, and you missed some glow lichen. He didn't place glow lichen in areas he should have. Okay, so as far as I can tell, that's it for the quartz brick. Oh wait, no it isn't. Gotta put some on over here. I think I was just over here too. Okay, cool. These mazes are getting more and more complicated. Oh, that's right. There was a giant chunk of stone that I meant to go in place. Just roll that in there. We're already halfway through the week now, just about. I don't know, maybe it's a little too early to call it halfway through the week, but it feels like that. What about Prince? I love Prince. Prince was rhythm and blues, though. He was not rap. Also, he was a bunch of other stuff, too. Pop. What else did he make? Prince did a lot of crazy stuff. I loved him. His stuff was great. But that's the thing. Prince is like a part of that last generation of mainstream artists who are just oozing talent. After him, Michael Jackson, and about the time you would see the likes of Usher and a few other artists, you know, creep onto the scene, and Prince would exit the scene, and Michael Jackson would exit the scene. That's where we have this big downturn in the mid-2000s-ish. We don't really see anything get any better. Not on that level. We see a bunch of people dominate the charts after that, but they're never on the same level as Prince, Michael Jackson, just all of these really great artists who just, they had their time in the sun, so it's not even that. It's sad, but it's not that sad. And I mean, that's how it is. The sun rises, the sun sets. You get your moments, or moment, or your hours, or your days, or your weeks, or your months, however long it is. You get that much in the sunlight, the limelight, and that's it. And the sun rises, the sun sets. Then it'll all go away, and that'll be the end of it. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, Mariah Carey, yeah, she came onto the scene at about that time, too. And, yeah, sometimes when a torch is passed from one generation to the next, it isn't picked up by people who are nearly as good. We have not surpassed the musical quality and level of value as the late 80s, early 90s. We have never surpassed as a race, or not race, as a species. We've never surpassed that level. And we kind of started backsliding into lesser level of quality. And that's just unfortunate. Mariah Carey has the best song. The Roof is featuring Okay. They're good underground. I don't know what you're talking about. But sure, Ani. Arthur has spontaneous combustion. Mob Dep? What is it? Whatever, man. Don't know, don't care. But that's neat. Yeah, I don't know why I said race. I meant to say species. The human race, that's what I meant to say. But yeah, no, music has not been what it used to be for a very, very long time. And it's worrisome because I don't think it'll ever get that way again for generations. Like, I'll be lucky to live long enough to see it get to that level again. Black people did music better in the 80s? Well, yes, but also the human race as a whole did music better in the 80s. That's why I said the word race. I meant to say human race. We collectively as a species, god damn it, I almost did it again. We collectively as the human race have not done music as well as we did in the late 80s, early 90s. After that time, the quality went down. It never has gone back up. We had a ton of artists at that time who all peaked in roughly the mid to late 90s. And then they inevitably bowed out, and they passed the torch on to the next crew, or the next generation of artists, and they were not nearly as good. It's just how it is. There are some good singers out there, there are some good songwriters, but they're not on the level of what we were used to in the 80s and 90s. It's just how it is. It's unfortunate, but that's life. You know, when you pass a torch from one generation to the next, you can't always guarantee that the next generation will know where to take it or how to use it. Oops. That is the unfortunate nature of the beast. Mob Deep. Okay, I was reading that as Depp, like Johnny Depp. Was famous 96 to 2003-ish? 95, 2003? Okay. Interesting. Talent isn't gone, it's just gone underground anymore, where the genres and styles can flourish with said talent. A little bit, but I don't know. Part of it is probably just talent is not being promoted the way it should be. And the other part of it is, as I said, the people who are being given that torch are not doing it, aren't able to do with it as the people who came before them did. Things are not on the same level, and they may not ever be for the rest of our lifetimes. Why did I write this on that? It's all ogre for you. Why did I write that so many times? I don't know why. Okay, so... oh, fuck, I missed some brick. That's fine. I'll put that later. Oh, no, I missed some brick here. Or wait, did I shave that off on purpose? Oh, no, I just straight up missed it. Okay, fuck. This is supposed to support this water channel. Do you hear a lot of Mexican music where I live? No, I do not. But then I don't hear music on the radio that isn't exactly the rock and roll station or some of the 80s, 90s hits station that I listen to. So I'm not going out of my way to find any Mexican, Latin music. I just don't care to. But I've also not really had any... I don't know anything about it. So I'm not likely to go out of my comfort zone to find a thing I don't know anything about. You know? You would go and listen to it because it's within your comfort zone. But I don't have that in my comfort zone. I disagree, but there's still artists with those level of talent that they become much more niche and the genre specific. That's also true. That's also true. I don't know, man. I don't know. There has been, for a long time, a heavy emphasis on promoting rap, the subculture around rap, and just a bunch of garbage that is not, you know, generic garbage pop. That's what I say when I mean garbage. Or that's what I mean when I say garbage. Just shit that no one will remember in 30 to 40 years' time. And it's sad, but what can you do? Okay, I've got to go destroy... Use all above instead of single layer. This is probably something the mod missed. It happened to me a lot in Richcraft. Maybe I might use that. I don't know. Wasn't there a, yeah, I thought so. It's like there should be an ocean monument over here somewhere. I wish to destroy some sea lanterns. Whoa. I might do that. I don't know. I might not bother. I think it'll be fine, Poncho. Oh, not if you get near me. Samsung, yep. Rap has lots of powerful songwriters and good rappers have a lot of talent. Oh. I don't know. I wonder if we'll ever have... Like, see, here's the problem with the rap. It pushes everything else out. Because it is the sole focus for a lot of artists. And so, that's all I seem to hear on the mainstream pop stations. Or the mainstream hits stations, I should say. And so, we aren't hearing that type of stuff. Or at least I'm not. What's Samsung? Galaxy something. I don't know. I haven't bothered to remember what it is. It's a phone, and that's all I care about. Without the internet, I would not have had the outlet to listen to old music. Yeah, I know. Much of metal. Well, metal's a different beast entirely. I don't think metal will ever be mainstream. But I get it. I know the electronica music that I listen to will never be mainstream. I thought it was your... You thought it was your phone. I'm so sorry, Mr. Tree. Someone had sent you an email, except the call was not coming from inside the house. iHeartRadio, yes. iHeartRadio has like a lot of great stuff. Stop trying to zap me, you stupid creature from the deep. Uh-oh. Okay, oh, fuck. Lots and lots and lots of them. Let's just cut line of sight. They'll be fine. I love that cutting line of sight just immediately neuters them. As like a threat. Okay, I do need dark prismarine. Damn, that's it. Okay. Ooh. Thank you for that escape, Mr. Dolphin. I appreciate it. You have Sirius XM station on your TV. Interesting. I had a bunch of prismarine stuff I wanted to craft together. Just because I don't like having extra bits of junk I'm never going to use otherwise. And another sea lantern. I'm gonna have to grind dark prismarine, I have a feeling. Okay. Mission accomplished. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do smooth quartz and stuff and finish off this layer probably tomorrow. I worked hard all day getting all this stuff done up to this point. So I'm gonna knock off for the evening. Oh my god, it's almost 11. So yeah, oh man, there's getting less and less room with which to do my little outro here. God, what letter? Okay, third person, there we go. So yeah, we, decent amount left to do on this layer, but 4 layers in, and you know, it's starting to really shape up like it's a real functioning contraption. Like, there's stuff here to explore and to experience already. The flooded parking garage is already looking really nice, but still empty and, you know, not quite there, but it's getting there. This is one of those sideways rooms that you can't really tell quite yet, but I'm happy with it. Ooh, the bar already has the foundations for the bar stuff. That's gonna be neat. So yes, that'll do it for To Eden Night. I will catch you all Thursday. I've been thinking, and I know you all, some of you will not like this idea, but I've been thinking I want to do more morning streams. I feel more alive in the morning instead of in the evening for some reason. I mean, it's just kind of how it is. I'm more of a morning person. Did I sell Basalt? No, I never had access. I was never the owner of Basalt. That was always someone else. I haven't been on Basalt in years. The bathroom's construction is going good. Yep. Well, at any rate, everybody, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as to ring the notification bell on the off chance you want to be part of a stream again. And I will catch you all another night. See ya. Peace. Oh, El Cayman, you just got here. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Have a good night. Bye.